So today I'm going to be doing story time, and this is a pretty kind of intense story time if you would categorize it as that. So yeah, before we get into the video, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and click the post notification bell to be notified every time I post. Let's get into the video. So when I was about 8 years old, on Easter dinner I should say, I had to use the bathroom, and so I ran into the bathroom and I came out screaming, mainly because there was blood all over the toilet. And my mom later that night had taken me to the hospital, or not the hospital, the ER. I'm sorry. Because, it's not normal to have a toilet full of blood. They basically told us that there was nothing wrong, and that was a stone cold lie, by the way. And so they sent us home, and they just gave me things to do if this ever happened again. And that was a pretty stupid thing because it happened a lot, and I was in so much pain, and they just did nothing, not even taking imaging or anything. And this was one of the things that kind of makes me mad with this whole situation, that ER didn't care enough to look at it and say, hey, we're gonna do imaging, figure out what's going on, and if it's something above our level, we're gonna send you to your doctor. It's so simple, and yet they did nothing. Later we ended up going to my GI doctor and my general surgeon, and basically saying this is what's going on. There's blood in my stool. I am having a lot of pain, and it hurts to the point where I can't even move, and it sucks. I can't go to school because it hurts so much. And so they basically had me do some imaging called a contrast study in an MRI machine. And if you don't know what an MRI machine is, it's basically a ginormous electromagnetic x-ray. It's this big long tube that you get inside of. But basically they had me do a contrast, which is a medication that they give you through IV, or you can drink it to see what's inside of you through the imaging. And so they basically told me that I had to have surgery after they got the results from the imaging done. And because of this, they were like, you have an ulcer which is causing you to bleed in your stomach. My grandma from Utah flew into Chicago to come visit and stay with us, to help out and to be there with my mom, because my mom sometimes needs a break. So this was the day I got out of surgery. I got out of surgery, and it was 2 or 3 hours after I'd woken up from the anesthesia. My mom had decided to go get something to eat because I already had gotten something. Actually, I think I was on a diet. I wasn't allowed to eat anything. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to eat anything after that. But my mom had gone down to the cafeteria to grab something, and my grandma was just staying with me, and my mom was gone for legitimately 5 minutes to grab food and come back up. Not that long. So how could something this traumatic happen in that short period of time? Basically what happened was my left lung had collapsed. I couldn't breathe. They ended up taking me, my mom coming back, and there's all these doctors rushing in and out of my room, and she's just wondering what the crap went on. And my mom is like, what the crap? And so basically my lung collapsed, and they had to end up take me into the PICU, which is the pediatric intensive care unit. And I was on this huge ventilator thing to help me breathe, and it just made me so dizzy and so sick, and I wasn't allowed to take it off. And I thought that was just I get it, my left lung collapsed. You kind of want me to have air, but when it's making me sick to the point where I am about to throw up, that's the point where I draw the line. Like a week or two in the hospital there, and still on the ventilator thing. They had me do, after like a few days, they took me back up to my room, and like they had me do respiratory treatments and vest treatments, and they had me on like antibiotics because it was winter. Or no, it wasn't winter. Because it was about to be like flu season, and they didn't want me getting sick, and so they had me on antibiotics so my lungs didn't get infected, and all this other stuff. You know, that was fun. And so my lung collapsed, and yeah, I finally went home, and they basically gave us this huge, like, it was like it wasn't a monitor. It was like this, I don't even know what it was. But I came home, I was really sick from this surgery because it had messed with my stomach so much. And like I was just throwing up all the time. But not to mention, on top of that, I was on this huge ventilator thing where it was like this vest that you had tubes connected to it, connected to this, monitor thing that would pump air to the vest, and it would like basically pat my back. And so basically it would pat my back and like, kind of get that air, or like what I needed to cough out of my lungs. And so that's what they gave me, and I had to do that while I was throwing up, and it was not the best of things, but at least I made it out alive, and that's how I'm looking at this. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the end. Sorry it was such a short video. I know this is one of the more short videos of my past. It was one of the quicker videos. Yeah. Well, goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See ya.